Hello there, Internet. I am your host, Jay, and welcome you all back to some Let's Play Twisted Metal Black. We left off. We played as No Face, a simple boxer from in Midtown who was trying to who got in a fight that pretty much ruined his whole face. And after basically losing $20,000 on him. Now we're gonna play as Bloody Mary. Interment explosive disorder and delusional. Her treatment is physical and chemical restraint. What's a chemical restraint? And no furnishing. Well, time for me to nut up and shut up.
First time I knew I was different, I was just a little girl. There was this boy I really liked. One day I finally got up the courage to tell him. He pushed me down in the mud. He called me ugly. I've been alone ever since, always waiting and hoping for that certain someone to come my way. I remember right after college, all my friends with their perfect boyfriends and their society weddings. Every time one of those bitches got hitched, I'd freak. Eventually, they had to put me on meds just to calm me down. But then one day, in the asylum, I had a visitor. The gentleman's name was Calypso. He said if I won his game, I'd never have to be alone again. He said he knew where I could find my true love. How could I refuse an offer like that? After all, no one as pretty as me deserves to be alone.
So we got ourselves a gender-bent Christian. Minus the autism. I mean, instead of looking for a boyfriend-free girl, she's looking for a girlfriend-free boy. Finally, a man who loves me, and all I have to do in this contest for true love, I can do anything. Yeah, if you can't remember, Bloody Mary is in the show. She was John's ex. Now, Spectre... Yeah, that's why I call it Spectre, because the original game, the driver was a ghost. Yeah, apparently I'm trying to unlock the cars right now. Yeah, if you can't tell, her car, Spectre, was actually stolen from one of her friend's weddings. Like, hmm. Sorry about this. I'm gonna go for My daddy said I was the prettiest girl in the world. Even after he killed my mom, he said I was still beautiful. I think you've had issues even before you went to the asylum. Yeah, I'm just gonna blow up every house in the area. Oh yeah, right. So probably the big elephant room is that. Power Rangers is finally coming to Fortnite. Yeah, they even have a live-action trailer in a canyon. It says they probably can't film the Toei Quarry. Daddy said ugly girls are tramps and losers. I promised I'd stay pretty forever. Her father was probably a sexist. Alright, turn left. Probably easier if I just watch the video. Just give me 1 second. Alright. Well, shit. Just check and make sure. That was a first. Okay, so okay.
I was asleep for hours, dreaming about weddings. In fact, one very special wedding. I was one of the bridesmaids as usual. My friend Kristen, she was the one getting married. Can you believe what she did? She actually had the nerve to throw the bouquet to me, that little bitch. Looking back, I'm not sure it was such a good idea to come off my medication.
Mary, Mary, quite contrary. You're just an ugly fat cow.
I think that day, my heart just snapped in two, and I think my mind did the same. So I grabbed the closest thing I could find, and then I wasn't really sure what I did. If I wasn't going to have a man, then no one was. I dragged Kristen's fat, ugly body into one of the dressing rooms and bolted the door. Standing there in Kristen's dress, I realized I was the most beautiful bride I had ever seen. When I win this contest, Calypso will find me a man who thinks so too.
Yep. Always take your medication, kids. Kristen's parents are sad she's dead. But when I find my true love, they'll be so happy for me. Does this mean that they don't know you killed them? Yeah, dear God, what was Jaffe smoking when he had this? And can I have some? Jaffe, if you're having to watch this, let me know what you were on when you were making this. But yeah, they're added Power Rangers to Fortnite. And apparently, all of them, only Mighty Morphin because of course it's Mighty Morphin. According to Hasbro, there were no other seasons. because yeah. Also, something I kind of forgot about was how even TH was brought up and kind of made me like No Face even more. Apparently, he has no ill towards the guy that screwed up his face. To the boxer that screwed up his face. Since, well, put it bluntly, it really wasn't that guy's fault at all. Also, I'm currently trying to download the Warriors on Xbox. Alright. This is a small on Xbox. Goddamn, what else I talk about again? Yeah, there's one of them. I think it might be a map that isn't accessible unless. Okay, conspiracy time about how Hasbro. Okay, time for a conspiracy theory about how Epic gets all these crossovers. From here, I can hear the sound of wedding bells. They're a lot like face sirens. I never noticed that before. Yes, I'm trying. Be back in a few. Yeah, so I found out that you can't really unlock them in the multiplayer in the challenge mode sorts. So, whoops.
You're in violation of Midtown City Code 4432. Step out of your vehicle and surrender peacefully. Time's up.
One more opponent, I'll be in the arms of my soulmate. This pig can't stand in the way of true love. Damn it. Yeah, I got myself the mech from King Oger. Alright.
I'm sure there were quite a few sour faces in town when all the girls learned I'd won the contest. I demanded my prize from Calypso. I wanted to meet my true love. Calypso delivered. It was my darling, my sweetheart, and he was gorgeous. Calypso told me he had to make a few modifications, but what man doesn't need a little adjusting here and there? As he held me in his big, strong arms, he leaned in to whisper something in my ear. To this day, I still can't believe what he said.
I will never love you.
My God, I was so close. But this wasn't my true love at all. He wasn't anything like the man I thought he was. Certainly not good enough for a girl like me. My Prince Charming is out there. I know he is, and I'll find him. Even if I have to go through each and every man, one at a time.
So, is she not gonna be aware? Yep, she's just Christian, zapped to the extreme. Well, time to end the episode here. Like, subscribe, all this like stuff. See ya.